Hey guys, welcome back to day 23. Today we're going to learn about X and Y intercepts. So before we got started, we did a warm-up in student.desmos.com. So if you're not here today and you want to try that activity, you're welcome to log in. The code for Desmos will be on Schoology for your class. So the homework that you had that was due was 20B. So here's the pumpkin. It should have looked like that. You actually graphed all your ordered pairs. All right, so we're going to start with 23A, which would be our notes for X and Y intercepts. So the X intercept is actually of a function is where the graph crosses the x-axis. So we want to type in the word, write in the word x-axis. All right, it's just like finding the zero of the function. So we're finding the zero. And again, I apologize for my pen not working properly, but we're going to bear with me. Hopefully it's going to stay with us. Okay, so to find the x-intercept of a function, we're going to find the value of x when y is equal to 0. Okay, so x-intercept, y is 0. The y-intercept is where the graph crosses the y-axis. And to find that, we're going to find the value of y when x is 0. Okay. So we're looking for, our end goal is to look for two ordered pairs. Okay, so the first question example says find the x-intercept. So because we're looking for the x-intercept, I'm going to let my y be 0. Think about the opposite here. And if I let my y be 0, I just take the example 2x plus y and I plug in 0 for y. So I end up with 2x plus 0 equals 28. And now I just solve for x. So 2x is equal to 28. And then I divide by 2, my x is equal to 14. Okay, so x is equal to 14, so my final answer is the x is 14 and my y is 0. Okay, that's an ordered pair. So if I graphed it, it would be a point on the x-axis. Now to find the y-intercept, I'm going to let my x be 0. Okay, and when I do that, I've got 2 times 0 plus y is equal to 28. Or just y is equal to 28. Okay, so my y-intercept would be 28, so my x in this case would be 0, and my y is 28. Okay, remember an ordered pair is always in the form of x and then your y. All right, and if you graph it, all right, your x is, you go to the right or the left first, horizontally, and then you go vertically, okay? So let's look at example number 2. We're going to find the x-intercept, so let's let our y be 0. Okay, so we end up with 3x plus 2 times 0 equals 6, or just 3x is equal to 6. We divide both sides by 3, and our x is equal to 2. So the ordered pair would be 2, 0. So the x-intercept is 2, 0. All right, to find the y-intercept, we're going to let our x be 0. 3 times 0 plus 2y would be equal to 6, or just 2y would be equal to 6. We divide both sides by 2, and our y is 3. All right, so in this case, our x is 0 and our y is 3. All right, so if we graph them, it's going to be kind of a crude graph here, but our x is 2 and our y is 0. That would be the ordered pair right here. Okay, and the y-intercept would be 0, 3. 1, 2, 3 would be right here on the y-axis. Okay, so since this is actually an equation of a line, we could actually connect these 2 points and make our line. Okay, and that's what we're getting into this quarter, is graphing lines. All right, so now I want you guys to try them. All right, so try these 2, and then pause the video and then come back. All right, and I'll just continue on. So we're going to find the x and y intercept of the function. So our x, I'm going to let my y be 0. So if my y is 0, I've got, this should be a colon, but the screen doesn't look very nice. Let's erase that. Okay, so for our x, colon, let y be 0. Okay, so we've got 4x minus 2 times 0 equals 20. All right, so we end up with 4x equals 20. We divide both sides by 4, and our x is 5. Okay, so the x-intercept would be 5, 0. Okay, because our x is 5, our y is 0. And then for this one, our y-intercept, we would let our x be 0. So this would be 4 times 0 minus 2 times y equals 20. All right, or negative 2y is equal to 20. Divide both sides by negative 2, and our y would be equal to negative 10. So our x would be 0, and our y would be negative 10. Okay, we'll do the next one in a different color so you can see it. So number 4, all right, our x, we're going to let our y be 0. All right, if our y is 0, then we have negative 3x plus 5 times 0 is equal to negative 15. All right, so 3x is equal to negative 15. We divide by 3, and our x is negative 5. All right, so if our x is negative 5, our y is 0. All right, and then we do our y-intercept. So our y-intercept, we let the x be 0. We end up with negative 3 times 0 plus 5y is equal to negative 15. We then, have 5y is equal to negative 15. We divide both sides by 5, and our y is equal to negative 3. So our x is 0, and our y is negative 3. Okay. So we can use the intercepts to graph an equation. So in this example, we're going to find the x and y's intercepts of this function and then graph it. Okay, so we look at this. Our x-intercept, we're going to let our y be 0. Okay, so we'll have negative 3x plus 9 times 0 is equal to negative 18. So negative 3x is equal to negative 18. We divide both sides by negative 3, and our x is equal to 6. Okay, so the ordered pair would be 6, 0. So to graph that ordered pair, we just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just a little bit over, so the point would be right about there. All right, and then we're going to do the y-intercept. So with our y-intercept, we let our x be 0. So we end up with negative 3 times 0 plus 9y is equal to negative 18. Negative 18, that's a negative. Okay, so 9y would be equal to negative 18. We then divide both sides by 9, and our y is negative 2. So our x is 0, our y is negative 2. And that would be right down here. Okay, so we graphed both points, and now we can connect the 2 points with a line. There's the equation of our line. And again, you can take this, you can put it into Desmos graphing calculator, and you can compare and see if the line looks the same. Okay? Okay, so now I want you to try one, so you can pause the video and give this a try. I'll continue on. So our x, we're going to let our y be 0. So 4x would be, plus 0 would be equal to 4. 4x is equal to 4. We're going to divide both sides by 4, so our x is 1. So the ordered pair is 1, 0. We're going to graph the point 1, 0. And then our y-intercept, we're going to let our x be 0. So we've got 4 times 0 plus y is equal to 4. Y is just going to be equal to 4. So our ordered pair would be 0, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our point. Okay, again, we can connect the 2 points, and there's our graph. Okay, so, and again, check this on Desmos. Just type it in as is, and you can compare the graphs. Okay, so now we've got a case of negative 4y is equal to 12. Okay, this is going to be a special case where this is going to be a horizontal line. Okay, and we know this because we divide by 4. Okay, our y is going to be equal to a negative 3. All right, so in this case, there is no x-intercept. In this case, so y is equal to negative 3. So we go to negative 3. Our ordered pair would be 0, negative 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and this would be a horizontal line. Okay, notice there's no x-intercept. Okay, it's never going to cross the x-axis. All right, so this is kind of a special case, and we like to think of this using a silly acronym, HOIVUX. Okay, this will make more sense later, but a horizontal line has a zero slope and it crosses the y-axis. Okay, so it's a horizontal, it has a y-intercept. Okay, or the equation of the line actually is y equals. All right, in VUX, in this case, we're going to divide both sides by 2, and our x is equal to 4. So we know we've got a vertical line, okay, at x is 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're going to make a vertical line here. Okay, so in this case, if we put in our x-intercept, okay, our x-intercept, we let the y be 0, and we're just left with 2x is equal to 8, so our x is 4. Okay, but our y-intercept, if we put in 0, we would end up with, so our y-intercept, if we let the x be equal to 0, all right, then we would have 2 times 0 equals 8, and 0 does not equal 8, so we know we have no y-intercept. Okay, that's another way of looking at it. All right, so just a reminder, your ALEKS quarter 2 30, your topic goals for this quarter, you need to complete 30 topic goals by the end of the quarter. This will be a minor summative grade. Please make sure to go through the assignment when working on your topic goals, okay? So make sure you go into the assignment in ALEKS and then work on your topic goals. So don't just go in and follow your path without going through the assignment. We want you to get credit for that. All right, so you guys can work on 23B, and we'll chat later. Bye.